Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Dead Cells. I did go and look up the location of the wall climb rune, and it turns out I was kind of on the right track. It's not in the sewers, but you have to go through the sewers to get it, which means we have to actually beat Conjuctivious in a fight, which seems not seems not that likely. But what are we gonna do? Not try? Let's get out there and break some stuff. Let's get out there and hopefully not be the thing that gets broken this time. It might be a good idea for us to try to have a ranged weapon. I find that particular boss fight is much easier with a ranged weapon, so... Oh wait, that's not a good idea. That's not the way you want to engage with that guy. Alright, you know what, let's deal with some of these ranged dudes first. I'm having a hell of a time here. Ooh, I sort of wish I'd taken the shield, if I'm being honest. Okay, that's going to make things a little bit easier. Okay, there we go. Now it should be a little safer for us to engage with this guy, although... I'm going to sneak up on him and then run away. Ooh. Okay, was not 100% sure I was actually going to be safe there. Okay, we're doing this thing now, apparently. It's going to shoot me through a door. But when these rats, when you run into these rats, you really run into pretty large groups of them at once, right? Okay, wanted to make sure, ow. Wanted to make sure I came down on the right side of the shield guy there. I'm not really sure. If we're going to try to go for a ranged weapon, it might be a good idea to go purple. We'll just take red. A lot of ranged weapons are red. Red's worth a lot more health for us right now than purple is. Oh, I managed to slide right through that rat while while striking. But at least we were able to recover almost all of the health, thanks to the amount of damage we were able to do in that really enclosed space. You know what? I will pay for this. A turret can be very helpful, especially a turret that applies a status effect. And then another turret. Okay, maybe we are purple indeed. I mean, I'm not going to be too upset about a point of red. Especially since, like I'm saying, there's a decent chance our actual ranged weapon will have red on it. Okay, see, this is a situation that's much easier to deal with than it was a moment ago. We're just going to jump up here, throw out some turrets. Oh, he pushed the turrets into the corner, and they're too far away from us. Alright, hold on a second. Gonna let him run away one more time, and then we... There we go. See? Easy. Also, these stealthy guys should not walk around in water. That's not really working for him. I mean, they're never that stealthy. If you're fighting other stuff, it's easy enough to miss them if your attention is divided. Oh, excellent. This is one of those, Wait, maybe not. Someone's groaning on the other side. I mean, he's probably fine. He would like us to leave. I would like to... Yeah, there it is. Okay. We're going to leave that right in place for the moment. We'll come back. We might actually get to leave this place at full health. Alright, we can see our other scroll. We are at 15 enemies on our streak right now, so it's not actually... It's not impossible that we could pick up the streak door. I just have to play a little bit cautiously and make sure that we are... using the turrets a lot. Actually, I have no idea how many enemies we've killed. There might not be 15 left. Okay, we're not going to go this way. We're going to go back through the sewers because we are trying to earn that rune. Yeah, I'm starting to think that maybe there's not 15 enemies left. There's still a path over here to the left. Might be too early to give up just yet. Yeah, okay, there's stuff. Oh, well, there goes the combo. There's very little time between the rats signaling their attack and the attack actually coming out. And as you can see there, I tried to, with the green zombie, I have the opposite problem, where there's too much time between them signaling and the attack coming out. And I often roll early. There we go. Yeah, even there, I ran several steps and still almost rolled too early. Ah. And here's what I think of you guys. Okay. I was really hoping that guy was close enough to the door that it would stun him when it broke. Alright, that telluric shock is not actually any good for us, so we definitely will not be taking it. But we can turn it into money. I tried to just jump right back out, but I guess when I dropped down, he pushed us far enough to the right that I was no longer under the part that you can jump through. Ow. Let's get a little bit of that back. It's still totally possible. I mean, we're going to come out of this with nearly full health, provided I stop getting hit all the time. Do we want this? I think I'm going to stick with the turrets. But that would not be a bad item for us, certainly. I will say, I feel like we got actually a pretty tough first area, in the sense that there have been a lot of places where we can get shot at from multiple angles by enemies that we can't quickly and easily dispatch. Also, there's a lot more of this stuff happening. Okay. Those big dudes just seem very common in this this particular instance of the level. I don't think we're gonna pay any money right now. Okay. So I believe that'll be it. We definitely got both of the scrolls. Yeah, okay. Let's go get the watermelon and then into the sewers with us. And we're pretty close to full health. On the whole, despite some somewhat sketchy play toward the end there, this is a pretty decent outcome. We have a fair amount of money. Be nice, obviously, if we'd hit our combo. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Play the game well? Come on, it's ridiculous. See, we got this thing already. I'm just curious. Okay, yeah, it does still generate something in its place. Okay, so I like the alchemic carbine a lot, as I've mentioned, but we're not going to unlock it right now because the level of the one that drops when you unlock it is based on how far in the game you are. We'll unlock this at the next collector, or maybe even the one right... it should be the one right before the boss, ideally. So we'll just work on something else for the moment. Alright, if we're planning on staying purple... plus 12% damage if you're close to a deployed skill. We have a lot of deployed skills. I think I'm going to go... Crow's Foot also seems alright, but I'm going to go this way first. Make sure we're using our turrets a lot. We can do that. I can remember to press some buttons. I've played a video game or two before. I don't want to blow anybody's mind here. I think I should be able to figure this out. So I think part of this is going to be not using both of the turrets at once all the time. We want to make sure that we have a turret available a lot. Hey, look at that. Okay. Yeah. Wow, man, it is impossible to get those to break those guys out of their attack. And it's really easy to get hit by this pair of enemies, apparently. I'm having a really hard time dodging. Okay. There we go. And you notice the turret does have a life bar. Enemies will absolutely kill the turret from time to time. Oh, you coward. Okay. The good news about bows is they will usually arc a little bit, or not arc, but they will aim up or down a little bit if you need them to. So with the bats, you don't have to get right on their level the same way that you do with a melee weapon to kill them. Let's go with this guy. We can also do a lot of cowardice here. I'm a big fan of cowardice. The degree to which they will aim up or down is pretty limited, so like I was not able to get it to fire straight, pretty much straight down to hit the worm in that case. What is it aiming? I'm trying to shoot this guy. Apparently the bat, or the bow thought there was something worth shooting at upward. Oh, apparently we staggered him with our bow damage. It's not a thing you see all that often. Come on, come and get it. Okay. Listen, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of cowardice. I mean, if you're going to play purple, that's just kind of the place you're putting yourself in. This might be one of those things where I want to pick up a point of green early just for all of the health. Killing stuff quickly is important too, but I'm a little nervous, and that first point of green is worth an awful lot. Ooh, I do not like... I didn't really think about that. But the rats stopping to attack the turrets makes it a little bit harder to know where it's actually safe to stand. You can't necessarily just run through because a rat may already be prepping an attack at a point that you are not prepared for. Okay, this bow does no damage. We really need a ranged weapon. Ugh, I'm annoyed by the fact that we got poisoned there. The poison came on real fast. Okay. Those guys are more than a little bit annoying, but it pleases me to see that it seems like I'm getting a little bit better at dealing with them. Ah, yep, I definitely just stood in that because I was looking at the guy I was shooting my ranged attack at. We are going to be a lot less resilient playing purple, both in the sense that obviously we will have a lot less actual health, but also there aren't really a lot of purple mutations, certainly not that we have unlocked, that help you survive. You know, even Brutality has that. Whenever you get hit, you take 60% reduced damage for some time. Like, that helps, right? We've seen that help. Ooh. Alright, that'll count. If we do knock him into the poison, I think he might get poisoned. I'm not sure. Some enemies are definitely immune to the poison. I'm not sure if it's all of them. Alright, we need real weapons. Damn it. I was hoping that would... There we go. Hoping it would do more like that. It's just lower the number of enemies we have to deal with over here. Ah. Oh god, there's stuff everywhere. Get them, turrets. Ah, there really are a lot of enemies down here. Jesus. Okay, well... we don't need to talk to that guy. We know what he's upset about. More green. What is a good amount of health to have here? I have no idea. Just gonna, again, engage in a small amount of cowardice. How are you still alive? Imagine if we had, like, a real bow. Or, honestly, a real sword. That would also be fun. I'm having to make do on some pretty bad gear here. At some point, we should probably encounter a shop, I would imagine. We certainly have the money to do a little shopping. Okay, apparently the sinew slicer doesn't really aim up very much. Oh, hey, look at that. We got a 30 kill streak. Alright, I'm going to try to do this without getting hit. remember to use the ranged weapons. Don't always have to punch everything. Alright, I've already forgotten what is in each of the doors. This one leads to a shop, right? No, this one leads to a chest, which might turn out to be better. Well, alright. It's certainly more damage. Yeah, it's quite a bit more damage. And also, it spreads oil. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a way of starting a fire. I would certainly take firebrands over the horrible bow that we have right now. I'd be very eager to do so. Oh, thank God, a shop. You know, it's better. It actually is not better at long range. It's very slightly worse DPS. But when we use it, it does fire an additional arrow. That's something. And I think the ephemeral arrow fired by effects like that travels quite a distance before it dissipates. So we'll probably be able to hit stuff with it most of the time. Ooh, very fancy tonic or boot. I mean, neither one of these is really very exciting for us. Yeah, I'm just gonna burn it. That's a shield that I don't particularly want. You know, I'm starting to feel like the game is maybe not in for the kind of run we want to go for here. Now, of course, it is an important skill in most roguelikes to be able to, or roguelites, you know. Listen, there's a difference, so I'm not going to get into the whole thing here. Yeah, okay, let's do it. So, Elite's teleport. Trying to get him to, oh, and this one does AoE damage. Trying to get him up here on this platform so that we can... Remember, our bow does big bonus damage if we point blank him. Unfortunately, I am out of arrows already. It only has 5 shots. That's... You know what? It's going to be better than the weapon we have now. We have gear, you know, technically. I really do dislike the elite effects that are just like, here's a bunch of damage that you probably can't avoid. Oof, I was not. This attack is not fast enough to beat the rats once they've begun to execute. God, if you can get it critting though, you can continue to extend the length of the critical effect by just getting kills with it. It can be very difficult for the enemies to deny you that ability. Ah, there we go. I do feel more powerful. This is not the gear that I would have chosen, but it's hard to argue that we are any less good than we were before, especially this infantry bow. This is doing all right damage. We're probably not going to use a bear trap. Ooh. Delicious wall cherries. How long have these cherries been sitting here in the sewer? It's impossible to say. You know, maybe I should have taken that. It is a deployed skill, so we would still get our skill bonus, or our strength bonus for being near it. And it does hold people in place so that you can shoot at them more easily with your bow. Especially with the infantry bow, since you have to be right up on top of people. Keeps them facing one direction. Oh, wow, I managed to turn myself around there before I finished attacking, because I am a clumsy oaf. On the whole, though, even though there is some real clumsy play occurring here, I will say I feel like I'm doing a lot better than I was doing yesterday. Especially on that first run of yesterday, so I'm taking this as improvement. God, look at the attack range on this thing. What a delight. Man, there is so much level. Alright, our Explorer's Instinct fired. So that's the exit we're going to. There are some enemies undefeated, but I'm not 100% sure I want to go back for them. We should go back for this, though. Fortunately, the game has a very functional fast travel. Let's do that thing. As much as I do love to kill enemies and get the sweet, sweet gold that they hold inside, probably we should minimize unnecessary... Oh, this is something we've not seen before. The tombstone dropped from the ceiling and... Damn it! I recognize this hand. The poor guy could not escape fate. His lair became his tomb. I do not recognize this hand. This might be a reference. You know, sometimes this game engages in the old reference. Also, I guess these statues are coffins, which, I mean, makes a lot of sense if you look at the shape. I understand now why he wanted it. Oh, it's just that guy. I understand why he wanted his rune back, so he could teleport in here and do a thing. Poison enemies that wound you versus dodging plants a bomb. I think we're going to take the dodging plants a bomb. Lose a purple but gain a green is, I think, pretty okay for us. We're doing fine damage. And the green is even more health. Okay, so how much do we want to fight additional enemies? You know what? For right now, let's just go forward. Because this will help inform us as to how much we want to fight additional enemies. Hey, you, come down here. I wish we had a way of igniting all that oil. I am very happy to see that watermelon. We are going to leave it for the moment. Actually, I guess we're done here. You know, let's just go eat that. Where does this even go? It just huh. That's pretty strange. Why would there be a teleporter there that does that thing? I don't know. Is there... Am I missing... Oh, yeah. I planted the turret over the vine. I'm assuming this will be an upgrade. Drops a grenade when pierced, or when destroyed. That doesn't seem very good, but the higher DPS I think is worth taking. Even though the first turret did pierce targets, which is kind of nice. And so, we go into the ancient sewers with full flask, full health. I would love to pretend that it had anything to do with my play, but, you know, I'll take this. I'm not upset about this. Oh, the Great Owl of War. I wonder if this counts as a deployed skill. Probably not, because when you summon it, it just like floats around, it follows you. I am gonna unlock it though. Let's get a sweet owl. Love to have owl. Alright, let's take this... No, sorry, I'm not trying to talk to you. I'm trying to pick up my owl. Let's take this over the sinew slicer, maybe? You know what? Maybe not. The double crossbow-matic is definitely better at shooting things on different elevations. But I do like the bleed effect of the sinew slicer. We're going to go this way. Alright, what do you want to give me? Do I want to take Crow's Foot? I do kind of like Crow's Foot. And then, do we want to buy some upgrades here? I mean, yeah, let's plus up some stuff. It's really not very expensive to do so. Shots pierce and drops a grenade when destroyed. I like shots pierce a lot. Does bonus damage to targets covered in oil. That's a little unfortunate. Okay, I like the ammo up. And then, yeah, why not? Shoots an arrow upward, which is less exciting, but against big targets, it's just as good. And I'm going to re-roll this guy, because that burning oil thing is nothing, and the shots piercing is a little bit less good with the owl, because it fires on kind of an angle. Okay, I'll take that. I think we got some decent upgrades out of that. Alright, all I have to do is get through this without getting horribly wrecked, because it would be really nice if we had some decent health when approaching Conjunctivious. I am not wild about our weapons for fighting Conjunctivious, but we know we're gonna, Oh, I should get my bat, or my dude. I tried to jump. I'm just bad. Okay. We already know we're going to be buying the alchemical gun, so I'm not too worried about that. I would love to replace our melee weapon with something that attacks a little faster, though. Oh, I hate you so much. Okay. So the owl will just hang around until we take damage. So if I'm just careful, it's a bunch of free DPS. And you know me, careful's my middle name. I do like how easy it seems to be for the infantry bow to interrupt people. We're getting really good stagger out of it. Ah, damn false platform. Designed to punish you for doing, you know, that thing I like to do. Oh my god, stop. When it falls out from under you, you can't roll. Alright, give me my owl. Look at how good he is. Look at what a good owl he is. And we can hit the button again to send him into anger mode, where he's an even more effective owl. I see you, turret. Turret, tentacle. You're not sneaking up on anybody. Alright. It strikes me that you guys didn't even get to see Conjunctivious' tentacles during that, during yesterday's fight, did you? Because I didn't survive long enough to get to that part of the battle. Stupid spike mushrooms. Ah, damn it. Ah, this is going terribly. I'm not even sure what hit me that last time. Oh, there's another... I was going to say, the spikes... I thought the spikes from the mushroom would not have occurred, but I see. Problem is there's another spike mushroom below us. Well, that's a real bummer. That was a lot of damage we took there. Oh, no. Alright, there we go. We're going to eventually be able to circle around to where he was. Gotta remember to summon my owl whenever he's off cooldown. So you can see the cooldown on the owl does not start until the owl dies, and it's quite long. Really punish you for doing a bad job protecting your owl. That was almost really bad. I mean... Oh, it's actually not really a big upgrade. I do like the Trail of Flames, though. I think we're actually going to take this over our slightly higher level one. Because I think the Trail of Flames is going to offset the lower DPS. I'm so nervous in a situation like this about the game tricking me into, like, rolling into a trap in a really dumb way. Oh my god, die! Oh, thank god. Okay. Sweet, sweet food. That's going to require the wall climb to get up to. Oh god, it's a pair of them too. The good news is, it is, in theory, pretty easy for us to activate the crit potential of our weapon here, although it didn't actually happen. Ooh, check that out. 2 stat points. Well, it's hard to turn that down. Yeah, it didn't happen because my Sinew Slicer and my Owl were too effective at killing the little bugs. But if we had been able to attack those little bugs that they spawn, it would have been really easy for us to get a multi-kill and turn on crit mode. The power gain is pretty significant. We should do this. That's a weird place for that to go. Alright. Just gotta not do a bad job. What if I just did, like, a good job? I mean, it's a lot of cells, it's an extra scroll. I think we'll keep the one we have. for stats reasons. I wish I could see what was below me. Okay, it's safe to just stand down there. Alright, so we want to time our move with the mace that we can see up in the top right there. Alright, here we go. No. Oh my god. I can't roll through the door because the floor keeps falling out from under me. Ugh, that sucked. I'm not going to bother turning the owl back on, obviously, until we're out of here. There won't be any enemies in here, so... Okay, that was close. This isn't too bad, just don't stop. Don't stop. The opposite of stopping. Okay, a little nerve-wracking. Alright, so it's safe to just climb up here. We need to go up, not right. This doesn't seem so bad. We're gonna end up having to flask though after we're done here, which is a shame. Was it worth it for the scroll? I honestly don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna flask. I'm not happy about it, but no, sorry, wait, we're going downward, right? Oh, come on. Let me get some of my health back here. I feel like I covered a lot of distance there. I should have been free, and I'm upset that I wasn't. What? Why is there a tentacle up here that's just in mid-attack waiting for me? Well, this is going splendidly. You know, things were going all right until we got down to the ancient sewers. I should say, I don't think I have. I don't know exactly how much of the game we're going to play through. I do not think we're likely to... Boy. I mean, we have to flask, right? I do not think that we are likely to 100% the game or anything. I'm probably not good enough to beat 5 boss cells. And the best I've ever done in the past was I beat two boss cells one time. So this is what we're looking at right now is about as tough as I've ever played the game. Wow, I really wanted to just go a little bit up there. So this run is almost certainly screwed. We've spent way too many resources here. But we could, very well, still make it to the rune. Wow, did they change the amount of space that the spikes from those mushrooms cover? Because that was like this entire... That was almost a screen-wide coverage. I don't think it was that bad before. I know that some enemies have gotten better over time, and some enemies have gotten worse. It might just be that those guys are one of the ones that's gotten better, which is a real shame, because they definitely didn't need the buff. Well... I guess let's open up this one. Is this an upgrade for us? Oh, that's a lot more damage. I mean, it's 60 DPS bleeding per stack of bleeding, so actually this probably ends up being better, because it will usually stack up more than one. Alright, we definitely don't want any of this stuff, so I guess we're just going to take you and you. And who knows, maybe we'll find something worth buying. Let's activate this, and then, oh, it's a scroll of power. I was going to say, we should definitely see what's below the shop area there. Apparently, it's a thing I actually care about a lot. And maybe even some more stuff beyond that, although one has to wonder, is it wise to go on? Oh, it's just a side area. What have we here? Keep this door locked at all costs. If rats get out, they will spread the malaise. Rats are always a prime suspect in times of illness. I don't know, I kind of like rats. Yeah, also, it's worth noting that rats usually are not actually guilty for the spread of the illness. And I'd be surprised if it was rats that made a hole like that. It'd have to be a big-ass rat. Alright, well there's clearly a tunnel over there, so... Hello, friend. Prisoner 236. Body doesn't look contaminated. But how'd this prisoner even end up here? And what does he have on him, more importantly? Ooh. I don't think I'm going to take this. I like the damage you take is inflicted on the enemy in theory, but it's a big problem with it is that enemies have way more health than you do. Like, in terms of what you would need to take down a room of enemies by just taking damage yourself, it's a very, very bad trade-off. And, on top of that, you have to get hit to make use of it, and your plan is to survive. Your plan is to not get hit. I'm still not very happy about the melee weapon that we have here, but we are certainly going to unlock ourselves a new ranged weapon. And then, I mean, do I have a melee weapon available? Oh, we could just grab ourselves a rapier. There we go. So, a critical hit immediately after a roll or parry. I'm pretty sure it used to only crit after a roll. So that's a nice little buff for it. And do we want to get a barnacle? The barnacle will be better at actually hitting Conjunctivious. It sticks to the roof. But I know if it can't access the roof, it has another thing that it does. I'm not actually sure how it will work in Conjunctivious' chamber, but it's probably going to end up being better than the turret we're holding now. And then, what was Scheme? Scheme's not really great for us, because we have such high cooldown skills. Disengagement seems okay. Probably don't want to spend anything on cosmetics just yet. At some point we do probably want to start taking this stuff. Like, restock could be awfully useful. Here, let's finish unlocking this at least, because we've already sunk so many costs. Okay, so 837, it's just better. And it launches a grenade when you attack with it. So, yeah, this is a big upgrade. You are... bonus damage to slowed targets. Okay, the traits on that are not very good, but it sort of doesn't matter, because we're probably just going to re-roll it anyway. Alright, let's upgrade some stuff. Victims freeze nearby enemies when they die, shoots an arrow upward. That all seems good. Spreads oil, does bonus damage to electrified targets. I'm gonna re-roll that one. Okay, launches a grenade. This other thing, I mean, we're never going to be at max HP, right? Spreads oil, does bonus damage to burning targets. Gosh, I wish we had ways of making people burn. How about... Okay, I'll take that. And we have a thing that can sometimes freeze people, although obviously it's not going to be terribly useful against the boss. Why don't we take... I don't know what near you means in this, so I don't know if that would ever be useful against this boss. Cooldown reduction on crits might be useful. We have a weapon that's pretty easy to force critical hits with. What else might we take? I mean, we could still take Vengeance. We don't get much of a damage boost from it, but we'll still get the full damage reduction. I'm going to take Tranquility. And we're going to hope that it's, we're going to hope that the distance it applies over is short enough that we can get the benefit from it here in Conjunctivious' chamber. Alright, try to keep our bat active. Bat? Owl. I don't know why I keep saying bat. I mean, I wish it was a bat, obviously. Who wouldn't? Okay, that's doing something. Oh boy, the firing animation for this thing does not let you roll out very easily. So see, if you fail to attach it to a roof, it does little float like this, and I believe it does less damage when it's in balloon mode. Almost ran right into that projectile. Okay, whew. Alright, so here comes the tentacle phase. Great start for me. So lots of tentacles come up under the ground. Ow. And our job is to kill the tentacles. With each one that we kill, the remaining tentacles become a little faster and a little more dangerous. So ideally, you want to try to lower their health relatively evenly, so that the ones that are really buffed up don't survive for very long. We don't want to stay too close to him for too long, because he does that. The little energy shield move. Oof. So you can see the tentacles have two main attacks. One, they'll go all the way to one side of the arena and then charge at you. And one of them always does that immediately at the beginning of each one of these phases. And the other one is they just come up underneath you. God, the slowing effect of our owl is really significant. Okay, hey, that went pretty alright. It turns out melee attacks are for suckers, and the best way to fight something is to never be in any danger at all. Alright. Cool. Tentacles. Who doesn't love a good tentacle? Sinew Slicer 3, not interested. A Multiple Nox Bow 3. Has a really high DPS, actually. I mean, listen, I like the Alchemic Carbine a lot, but maybe we should take this thing. It has 24 ammo. I mean, obviously, the alchemical weapon shoots these big clouds of gas, and it will stack up poison on many enemies very quickly, which is a thing I really enjoy about it. But boy, that Multiple Nox Bow seems like it does a lot of damage. Alright, you know what? We're going to try it. So we don't have any flask charges left right now, but we are going to get one in this next interstitial area. And we may survive to unlock a thing yet. Do I want to pour? We should probably focus on the forge at some point. Like, it'll be really helpful if we can get 100% of our items to at least be of plus quality. Do I want to? You know what? I think I do just want to go ahead and give him all of the cells we have on us right now. And at some point, it will probably make sense to do some runs where we don't spend any cells on the collector and we just give them all to the forge. I'm reasonably happy with my mutations. There's a flask recharge. Oh, we should forge up our bow. I knew there was something I was forgetting. So this area that we're going into, the Slumbering Sanctuary, it can be a real bad time. I'm going to reroll those. Bonus damage to a burning target. Yeah, you know what? I'll take it. Yeah, this could go really poorly. And obviously we don't have nearly the health resources that we would like to have for going into a new and dangerous area. I really wish that I had played better in the sewers. But still, this represents progress. You know, this is the furthest we've been on 2 cells. So at first you're going to be like, SB, I don't know what you're talking about. This area doesn't seem all that dangerous. Just you wait. Okay, I mean, this bow seems to be doing some pretty okay damage. The thing about it is that it has all these knocks. Oh, the fog. The fog is bad. So enemies are invisible in the fog. The fog is created by that guy up there who's like waving the sensors. We gotta get up there and figure out how to murder him. Okay, I'm gonna disregard some of the enemies we're seeing here. Wow, I pressed all of the buttons and none of the attacks came out. We gotta back up a little bit. Boy, that really sucks that there's just a huge, huge number of enemies with annoying ranged attacks right next to the guy who makes everybody invisible. Okay, just trying to regain a little bit of that lost health. Okay. Ow. I really thought I had cleared out all of those guys. Okay, well, we're dead. So you might notice that there's a lot of statues of enemies in the background. That's not just art. That's going to become a problem later. Oh, hey, that's a kind of enemy that I'm not familiar with there. Oh, he's doing something. He's doing some kind of thing. I don't care for it. I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. Oh my god, watermelon. Oh, thank god. Okay. In case you were wondering, yes, I am enjoying our new toys. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that real tall guy, but I don't like it. I don't like to see a new thing. Makes me real nervous. There's so many of them in the background. Oh god. That really sucks. Sucks that these guys have spaced themselves out such that escaping one of their projectiles guarantees that you get hit by the other one. I panicked and tried to roll to dodge that cell coming in at us. Wow, I could not... I right-clicked twice to fire and then started holding right in the hopes that, like, I would shoot twice and then get off the ledge. And instead, he fired once, hesitated, turned right, and then fired a second time while facing the wrong way. Unfortunately, played my commands out of order because, you know, I was pressing them too fast for them to execute correctly. On account of I got the stupid fingers. 47 minutes. You know what? We're going for it. It's gonna be a longer one today. That was so close. I'm so bummed out about the way I played during the sewers. We're just gonna try again. Alright, and we're going to have to try to be responsive to what the dungeon wants to give us. What the cells will yield today. Try to break his shield. Aha! Roll. Nope, can't roll fast enough. Roll and yeah, the cooldown on your roll is too long. Cool, excellent start. This is going really well so far. There's too many enemies. And their attacks are all not happening at the same time. It's almost like they actually want to deal damage to me. I think the thing that is most frustrating for me is the way that they the way that it's not the time between attack notification and the attack coming out is inconsistent from enemy to enemy. I would have such an easier time if it was always the same delay, you know. Whatever it was, like fast or slow, would be fine if it was just the same. Oof. I really thought we were going to stay in the roll state that whole, during the entire path there, so we would not be vulnerable to being hit. But I guess we unrolled when we got to the part where we could fall. Okay, was that a bad omen? Was that a sign that, hey, SB, you should just fold it up for today? You know, man, just pack it in, go take a break. Yeah, probably. Am I going to listen to advice? Look at the pity. It's giving me an item right away. It's like, okay, here, look, buddy. You need a little hand. A dirty bed, abandoned ages ago. Actually, a family of rats seem to call the place home these days. Well, good for them. Let's leave them alone. So this one, I think, just has a little bit of money in it, right? Just trying to interact with everything real quick. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just the money that's in the register here. I don't know why you would need like a whole cash register to run your illicit prison mushrooms business. Like, first of all, where would you get it? Secondly, is the risk of having it worth, like, what's the benefit of it that offsets what's going to happen to you if the guards find you have a cash register? Because you're not going to be able to, like, conceal what that's for. Cash registers really only accomplish, like, one or two things, and none of them are things you're allowed to do as a prisoner. Oh dear. That didn't take me anywhere. I was really expecting that, that light speed to be way more effective. Yeah, like that. It seems like it sometimes gets hung up on enemies. Ow. I was just about to say, hey, look how much better I'm doing at not getting hit by the rats. Although I guess it's still true. That the hit I took there was not from a rat. Ooh, wow, yep. The light speed, once again, just hung me out to dry there. I mean, a lot of the stuff we have is purple. I'm going to take the purple. Why won't you die? There we go. Okay. Could be going a little smoother. What am I doing? I should really take care of this guy first. Ugh, the cooldown on the roll is so long. I mean, at this point, if we flask, we're doomed, right? To spend actual resources at this point in the run would be long-term suicide. So I'm just gonna keep playing, and of course, there's a guy in a position where we can't easily hit him, shooting projectiles at us down there. So we're just gonna keep playing, and either we will find some watermelon or something, or, you know, cherries, that'll do. Or we'll die. You know, either one of these things is fine. Alright, I would love it if they were all to the right when we get up here, so we could just light speed, yeah. Like that. Show all those rats who's boss. Oh, this guy can turn around while he's in the bear traps. Inconsistent mechanics there. Slashers can't, but that guy can. That's a real bummer, man, actually. You really don't want the mechanics to be inconsistent. I guess it's a thing we'll just have to remember. Okay, the lightning bolt. I remember the lightning bolt as not very good. It's like a ranged weapon where you could just hold it down and it would continue to do increasing amounts of damage, but if you held it long enough, it would start dealing damage to you. Ooh, a quick bow would actually be a really nice thing to have. Yeah, let's see if we can get that. We only need a little bit more gold. I'm hoping we're gonna see. So there are two different little story rooms that always spawn watermelon. I'm hoping that we are going to find one of those. Ah, stupid bat. Rat. Everything is a bat. I'm leery of coming down here because I know he's going to turn around, even though he's not supposed to be able to. You know what? Let's take it. We haven't really gotten to play with this yet. I used to like this weapon a lot. So we would want to store in the backpack, in theory, I guess, a thing that we would want to keep if we were to get rid of the explosive bow. I guess. Alright, so how exactly does this work? So the second skill reloads and makes the next shot inflict a critical. Does it fire pretty much the way it used to? Yeah. Charge it up and it does like a little shotgun blast, a vertical spread. Okay, takes quite a while to load up. And you can see it does this little like chain maneuver. So hold on, I should always reload it when we're just standing around. So you can see right before it fires, like a little chain comes out the front that grabs the nearest enemy and pulls them to you, so that they get the maximum amount of bolts. It's an interesting weapon to be the only thing you have. Yeah, I wonder why they redesigned it like this. Looks like we are out of luck. Yeah, we are not getting one of the free mushroom, or one of the free, what do you call it? One of the free things. You know what? If we're going green, we should go grab that tonic. We're not getting free watermelon. That's a shame. It happens fairly frequently on the first level. Alright, let's take this over the light speed then. This will certainly give us a little bit more of a fighting chance. I don't know if this bow is going to be any good against Conjunctivious, honestly. I guess we'll find out. So, the question is now that we... I forgot to grab the gem up there. Now that we know we're not getting the free watermelon, does it make sense? Okay, yeah, it looks like this did change. And of course it does the new shock damage, which is cool. I'm gonna take this up to 1 cell remaining. And then, you know what, I think we'll start working on restock, maybe? Getting a little bit better of a selection from the shops is probably a pretty good idea. Alright. So since we know we're not getting free watermelon, should we use our flask? Should we just go ahead and spend? Boy, green mutations really do not... I'm gonna take this, I think. The green mutations, at least the green mutations we have, really do not play well with you not having a shield. Which I guess makes it pretty weird to make one of these weapons that takes up both your slots green. Yeah, alright, I'll just do it. Boy, I sure wish that was doing enough damage to one-shot that guy. So I don't remember, I think it might be the case that if an enemy gets hit with the chain, it like mini-stuns them so that they don't just hit you immediately in the face. Oh boy, dangerous. I mean, it's pretty good. Also, apparently the pull effect allows you to do fun stuff like yank an enemy into a pit. Unfortunately, he is in fact immune to the poison. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's okay. Ooh. It's a rare outfit. That's less exciting. I saw the red, and I was very pleased. Try to kill this one first. Wolf Trap's good to have with this thing. It buys you a lot of time. Ah. Damn bats. I do wish that I felt like I had more options. Like the fact that we really only have one weapon is a little bit of a bummer. I should be remembering to do the reload though. I wonder if there's a limited amount of time on that that next hit is a crit effect, like if it wears off. Oof, I really thought we were going to get poisoned there. Alright. I think part of the problem is that we have, in addition to just like the way this thing works, we have two skills that feel pretty not aggressive. Oh god. That's not what I went to do at all. Where'd this guy come from? Where's this second bat from? Oof. That was actually really close. I kind of can't believe we didn't take damage there. Interesting. You can kind of reload it while climbing, and it, like... I hit the reload button as we started to climb up onto the edge there, and the animation didn't actually happen, but we still got the reload buff as we climbed up. So it looks like we can cheat the time that ordinarily takes, at least a little bit. Alright, I'm getting the hang of it a little. Very unfortunate that there are so many enemies here. I do wish that it had piercing, like natural piercing would be nice. Alright, so I guess let's lean in on green. And I'm really hopeful we will find some food. Ooh. Covers the ground with oil that burns when destroyed, so it starts a big fire immediately. I think that actually sounds pretty great. Would really love to find some food. Which... We have tonic 1. I bet this is better than tonic 1. Yeah. Tonic that starts a big fire. I'll take it. Am I already... I must already be in crit mode. I'm assuming... I did not remember to reload. Oh god. Hate these bats. I'm assuming that if you take enough damage that the tonic health runs out, then you get the burning. Even without the time running out on the duration. Alright, what's up here? Just a thing I'm going to destroy. Do I need to flask? I should probably flask. Having used 2 charges already bodes pretty poorly for us, though. I might have to take it down to... I still believe that thing I said about us needing to learn to deal with 2 cells if we're going to have a chance of beating it. But I also think that maybe I... that's the wrong button. Maybe it would be worth taking it down to 1 cell to get the rune that we're missing, so that we have access to all of the paths. Do I want to use this rune? I guess the tonic helps a lot with this, right? I mean, we could be really patient if we wanted to, and just never move forward unless we have tonic health. Yeah, that seems great. Poison has no effect with you, no effect on you. Is really good. Ah. Okay, we're going up and to the side. So, like I'm saying, maybe the right play is just to be really, really passive. And only move forward when we have the tonic or when we're not in a safe space. Oof, that's a bad... Ah, okay. I can't believe I didn't get hit there, honestly. Okay, this is one where it'd be really easy to take some damage. And so, this is gonna take a second here. You know, check the strings on the crossbow, make sure everything's cool. Okay, that was not too bad in terms of total damage taken. Alright, so the maximum range of these bolts is pretty short. Gotta do a lot of rolling with this thing. Oh, I didn't hit that one at all. Okay, there we go. It's so weird that there's a thing that lets you teleport up, but then there's also a just a fast travel point right next to it. Like, why would I not use that to teleport up? Gosh, there sure are a lot of enemies in this area. Look at this coward. Oof. I can't believe that didn't kill him in one hit. You know, I think of this thing as like a really slow, high-damage weapon, but it's... if you don't charge it first, it's kind of a slow, medium-damage weapon. I don't think the Owl of War is an upgrade for us. In our situation with our stats, that seems like the wrong move. Alright, well, the Ancient Sewers are the right way. I think that sometimes those floor runes can contain food. I believe that that is the case. So, pretty important to notice them, and yet I will still not notice them all the time. Alright, treasure, and then behind that door over there, additional treasure. It really bums me out that when the chain effect pulls those big red bats, it can fling them past you. It pulls them through you at least some of the time, and it makes them impossible to hit. I like it when my enemies are possible to hit. That's the best... Boy, just can't get up there. Oh, unfortunately, that seems to be the way we have to go. I guess we have to approach from the other side. So there's a treasure chest in here somewhere, and I would very much like it, please. You know what? Just in case. Yep, that's a great example of the thing I was just talking about. Just pulled the bat clean through me. The tonic does seem awfully good. No, I think we're going to stick to the plan. But you know, our rank of our purple rank is not that much lower than our green rank. Probably not worth taking. I think that's a really good item. We just... you know, we already have a ranged weapon. And what a weapon it is. Yes, we want to go this way. Apparently we started to come over here, and then I just got distracted. It is becoming increasingly difficult to collect mold samples in these sewers. There are too many revenants. Yeah, I could see how that would be an issue. Got here a bunch of mushrooms, so nothing to interact with for loot, though. Also, I should remember to have my crossbow loaded. You know, a frost grenade's not a bad idea. This might even be a better... Does my weapon do bonus damage to... No, it has no affixes at all. I'm gonna... Yeah, I might want this over the wolf trap. The wolf trap does do that oil thing. That's pretty cool. You know what? I'll stick with my current gear. We'll save this gold for later. Alright, well, Explorer's Instinct tells us there's definitely at least a scroll worth pursuing over there. Oh, well. If you just want to fall to your death, I guess that's cool too. Ow. That was as fast as I could move. The scorpions are just another one of life's little nightmares. Okay, if you try to reload in midair, it completely stops your horizontal momentum and just drops you. Good to know. Alright, up from here and to the left. Damn it. There we go. Oh, cool. An elite that I really, really didn't mean to trigger. Why won't this bat go off? There we go. Yeah, the bats are a real problem. They're preventing me from actually shooting the elite. You suck. Teleporting behind me. All nothing personnel. Okay. Is this an upgrade? Yeah, I think that's an upgrade. Plus, we didn't have any points of red, so that was a considerable amount of health there. Do I want to flask? I mean, I don't want to. Do I need to flask? The answer might be yes. Oh god. Okay, this bomb that we get when rolling has been very helpful so far. Oh, thank God. Food. Alright, it's I was gonna say, it's probably the case that there's a teleporter up there by the door, so that would be the fastest way to get back to where we need to go. But it turns out that's the door that you need the rune we don't have yet to reach. Okay, it is probably not worth fighting anything else, and in fact it may well not have been worth fighting many of the things that we did fight. In short, let's get the hell out of here. I am very pleased about the cherries, though. Alright, so we just need to make it through the ancient sewers, then through Conjunctivious, and then through the Slumbering Sanctuary in order to take our rune home. And honestly, if we are not able to pull the rune here, we might go down to one cell on the next video just to make sure we get it. So, here's the question. Do we want to switch out this bow? Because it's not scaling up super well. We could grab ourselves, like, the ice crossbow, which is a pretty decent weapon. Although I wonder if the ice crossbow is going to have the same takes up both your slots gimmick. I guess let's find out. No. Oh, okay, yes it is. It just doesn't show you the second attack right away. So, freezes enemies. The second shot fires piercing bolts, inflicting critical hits and returning the bolts that are lodged in frozen enemies. Okay. Well, it's a lot less DPS, but I imagine it'll be a nimbler weapon. And then, I don't know, man. Let's keep working on Heart of Ice. It would be cool if we could get Heart of Ice now. Let's give you a plus. Okay, bonus damage on rooted targets is pretty okay for our equipment set. Biters crawl from the dead. I do always love that. Alright, and then... we could take necromancy, although obviously I have the problems with necromancy that I have stated before. Feels like none of these are amazing. I mean, we do have a deployed skill. Yeah, we might just take some purple mutations because they play better with the ranged weapons. You know what? I'm going to do Crow's Foot, actually. Crow's Foot doesn't really need scaling for the part of it that's really important. Because I imagine only the damage scales with your number of purple points. And the slow is really what we're after. And also it is totally free damage, because I'm always rolling through enemies anyway. Alright, so let's experiment with our weapon a little bit here. Okay, fires pretty quickly. And then the right click is a little bit more of a charge attack. Aha! Look at me not getting caught. Look at me learning a tiny, tiny bit from our previous run. This place is really ominous. Also, what is the value of this little branch? Man, there sure are a lot of traps in here. What happened to all the enemies? Why did I ask... Why do I want there to be enemies? I know what enemies are down here. Okay, this is a little clumsy. Does that spend... yeah, it spends 1 ammo. Okay. I mean, it's cool that it pierces everything. Since we still have fake health, I just chose not to move there as maybe not the best play. Oh, the biters are unfreezing the enemies. That's unfortunate. Didn't really think of that little bit of anti-synergy. You know what? We're going to throw this in our backpack over the terrible beginner's bow. If we find a cool green melee weapon, maybe we'll swap to melee weapon and shield. Alright, hello, food. Why did I say that way? What an extremely normal and natural way to speak. You know, that common English phrase that everyone's always saying, hello, food. Yeah, the range on the piercing shot might be infinite. Oh, that was not smart. Oh god. Those guys are a real menace. Speaking of menace. Huh, interesting. I'm a little surprised, although maybe I shouldn't be, that attack doesn't work in the way that you would want it to. There we go, that time it did. Ah, you can't hurt me, I have free floor cherries. Delicious floor cherries. This feels like a pretty good weapon. Getting a lot of these exploding bats. Also, the kickback on it is tremendous. It really sends you flying. Okay, well, this wasn't too useful. Where was that? It's down here? We saw a rune through the wall, and I want to make sure I don't miss it. Yeah. Just gonna tonic up here in case this doesn't go my way. Alright, well, that one was not so good. This weapon is interesting, though. We're probably going to be doing a lot of this over the coming episodes. I really wish the tentacle would just get out of the ground. Because, you know, the moment we commit to an attack, that's when he's going to do it. But we're probably going to be doing a lot of this just, like, taking new stuff just to test it, because we don't really know what anything does anymore. Wow, that's a lot of, Ooh, okay, we're gonna leave that for a moment. Again, a lot of explosive bats. God, the knockback on this thing is wild. Somehow the watermelon is fine through all that. Okay. I do love the roll bomb. The roll bomb is getting us a lot of free kills. Alright, show me something really cool. And it's an ice crossbow. It is a little bit worse than ours because it's not upgraded. So we could take it and then upgrade it. That's probably worth doing. The damage, yeah, the damage. We're not losing too much damage right now, and honestly, the bonuses that we rolled on it are, I think, only okay. Like, we could totally get that bonus on rooted targets, but not very frequently. So the cooldown on our root is pretty long. What a weirdly built little area. Ah. I was rolling, you monster. Remember, we do have watermelon sitting around just waiting for us to claim it. Yeah, Mushroom Boy, sure. I'm into Mushroom Boy. You know what? I don't think I do want to drop my tonic. I think we're getting a lot of good play out of the tonic. I know we like to have a deployed skill. We didn't actually take that mutation, but I would like to take that mutation. But for right now, Mushroom Boy seems real good. So, yeah, this way. Apparently we know the location of a scroll. All we have to do is survive to get over to it. Do we want scaling for... Yeah, we probably just want the health. Scaling for our one item that we might even trade out at some point is not so important. Boy. A cache of weapons. Show me something cool. Ooh, quick bow. Would have been real exciting back when we thought this was going to be a purple run. Boy, this is a long side area. Yeah, still a trail of green goo. It's true. That is a larger cocoon. Whatever this thing is, it's pretty obvious that it grew, or evolved, or mutated. In any case, I've got a bad feeling about this. Didn't waste any time getting out of here. I think the thing is Conjunctivious. I think? Maybe. Alright, are we looking pretty done here? Yeah, we are looking pretty done here. So what's going to be... Going forward and going backward both lead to teleporters with about, after about the same distance, it looks like. Alright, also, we did miss a path down here. Hey, a pretty important path. Alright, we definitely want to get this guy to recommit his spikes. Get him, Mushroom Boy! Unfortunately, Mushroom Boy is also causing some unfreezing issues. Oh wow, yeah, this is a very valuable route indeed. I hear traps. It probably doesn't matter which way we go here. Bad times, bad times. You know what? This is a dangerous area. It is kind of funny how how long those tentacles take to complete their attack when they're slowed. Alright, I'm gonna At the risk of maybe looking like a real coward here on the internet in front of literally fives of people, I'm going to wait until my tonic's up before we engage this elite. Apparently he hadn't quite spawned yet. Yeah, it's a little tricky to get the crits off because the Mushroom Boy is breaking the freezes. But his attacks aren't too fast. We can definitely time around it. Yeah, that's just a strictly better version of the necklace we were already wearing. Okay, we don't actually know how to get to that scroll yet. There is a... I'm gonna quickly teleport, because I just realized what is happening below my feet. Okay, so that stuff over there is the... that's the exit. How do we get to this teleporter down here? Is it as simple as... Yes, it is, in fact, as simple as just walking over here. I am grateful that the mini-map is a little bit more attentive than I am. Ooh. Do I want to replace my shield with this? I think so. So if we end up finding a weapon, a ranged weapon or something, or a good shield that is a little bit more compelling than our crossbow, we have options. Oh, actually, I need to go down, sorry. Let's let him respawn that. This is going a little bit better now that I've calmed down a little bit. Maybe I should do a warm-up run every day before starting recording. I would hate to have you guys miss finding cool unlocks and stuff. But also, I want to look like I know what I'm doing in a video game occasionally. You know, just every once in a while would be nice. I hate this. Damn it, stop breaking the ice. Okay, there we go. These tentacles can be really dangerous if you stop paying attention to them. They can do a lot of damage pretty quickly. Oh god, he's doing the... Yeah, he's doing the charge thing. I realized after I had already tried to roll through him. Okay, I've already forgotten what is through this door. It's a fun chest. Hooray! Well, that's a fun item, but not an item that fits our build. So what do I think is over here? I'm gonna try it. Okay, a shop with... Oh, it does have a flint in it. Well, we wouldn't want a flint, though. We already have a good melee weapon. What we're looking for is a thing to complement our good melee weapon. Hold on, is there... yeah, there's clearly stuff below us. Is this... Is this a thing I've already done? Yeah, okay, this is the... I'm not going to bother. This is just going to give us that one grenade that we would just recycle for like 140 gold anyway. Oh, also, there's an assassin scroll over there that I should probably go get. Again, good looking out minimap. Alright, I feel like we have quite a bit of health. We have a weapon that's a little unusual, but I think pretty strong. What do we want to take here? There's not actually a lot of stuff that scales green. Do we want to take this over our tonic, maybe? I think I'm unlikely to drop the Mushroom Boy, even though he does have some anti-synergy with our stuff, just because he's really powerful. And he does a lot of fighting on our behalf, you know? So I think we're definitely going to get the money. We're definitely going to get the cells. That's a no-brainer. And then... there's no reason to unlock any other door. Do I want the freeze? Another source of freeze would be cool. Man, maybe I should drop the mushroom boy? The tonic seems really good. I am reluctant to drop the tonic. You know what? I'm gonna keep what we have now. We don't really need another source of freeze. The crossbow is a good, repeatable source of freeze. I guess there was no reason for me to go over there and activate that. Oh, right, there was watermelon. I had a half of a health bar sitting there, and we absolutely needed it. So that's bad. Is there anything else we want to pick up? Oh, we definitely want to finish this. And then, you know what? I'm going to pour the rest of this into restock. I guess what I should maybe really have done there was just hold it and put it in the forge. Okay, that's interesting. That's a good little bit of self-synergy. Victim's remains explode. That's cool. That could be useful. And then you are going to give me a Heart of Ice. For sure. More frequent tonic usage. I feel pretty bad about the watermelon. I was, you know, distracted by my own senseless chattering. That said, we beat Conjunctivious before. We can do it again. Fingers crossed. Gosh, I hope I can do it again. Oh, right. That, stops his charge. This is a little awkward. I need to... I'm leery of getting too close to him. I want him to come down here, but I want to... Oh, my toe. Well, this is going splendidly. Stop running away, you coward. There we go. Hey, that's pretty good. Oh, he doesn't stay frozen for very long, though. Oop, that's a bad fall. So you don't really have time. He stays frozen for such a short period of time. You can't really, you can't really jump and shoot and then jump and shoot. Let's hit this real quick. You know what? Probably best we just get that out of the way. Alright, so it's gonna run to the end and charge me. Okay. Oh, you're kidding me. I can freeze him, but I can't hit him with the other effect. There we go. Huh. I'm not sure why that didn't hit him with the other effect. That definitely should have. Oh. So this knockback on the secondary shot is a real double-edged sword. It is causing some problems, but it also does some cool things like automatically saving you from tentacles coming up underneath you because it pushes you back far enough that they miss. Okay, that was maybe not totally ideal. I know I didn't tonic for very much there, but we may as well take it, right? Okay, that went a little bit better. We spread the damage out a little more, but there is still one tentacle that's at very high health. Okay, and it's now just going to be incredibly fast and terrifying. Never mind, not a problem. Not for the ice crossbow. This is, like, pretty okay. This weapon's alright, man. Didn't roll fast enough. That was not too bad, though. Alright, at least we're unlocking fun cosmetics. The classic Conjunctivious outfit. You know, the one that everybody has. Alright, a new heavy crossbow. I don't think so. I'm enjoying this weapon a lot more, and it's also a higher level. And okay, so we're going to go into the Slumbering Sanctuary with a little bit more A little bit more total health. We have a good amount of health on us. And yeah, absolutely. A good amount of health on us, and then 2 flask charges this time, which is nice. Wait, did I did spend all my cells. Oh, I guess it's good that I talked to him, though, because I did have a blueprint to turn in. Even if it's not a very good blueprint. Alright. This is going to go more smoothly. That right there is the power of positive shouting at yourself. This episode's going to get it's very long. It's a very long episode. But it's fine, you know? I'm doing it for you. I'm here to bring that entertainment to you. Also, the video game's fun and I like to play it. That plays a non-zero part in it. Also, our Mushroom Boy should be out. Why would you ever not have a Mushroom Boy? Not a big fan of the fog. And I do not see the sensor bearer. Oh, I don't like this at all. Yeah, I think the sensor bearer is below us. Sure is. Oh, you can't... This platform does not drop through. Okay, we're just gonna hit this right now. Trying to not get killed. Man, it sucks that even when you freeze those guys, they still get away from you. On the whole, though, this weapon totally rules. Is this tonic considerably better than ours? Freezes nearby enemies when the effect ends. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I think this is an upgrade. That's enough of an upgrade to pay for sure. We do love a good freeze. I love you, Mushroom Boy. Ah. Mushroom Boy, you're going to your room. Yes, well, you know, he's generally a good boy. We're having some coordination issues here. Oh, I rolled too early. The projectile hadn't formed all the way yet. Alright. I hate these guys. I hate them so much. Ugh, look at all the statues. Look at all these statues. This room is going to be a nightmare. Okay, this door will not yet open. There's a thing we must do. Looks like maybe down here? Okay, well that looks important. I don't know what your attacks are, and I don't want to know. I do like emits a toxic cloud when you take damage, but the projectile damage reduction is so valuable. Maybe not in a general sense, but for me, because I'm bad at dodging. Okay, that's not helpful. Up here, I guess. What is in here? I don't like that Mushroom Boy ran off that way immediately. It's letting me know ahead of time that there are reasons to be afraid of that direction. Oh, that was real close, actually. Okay, this dungeon is a little bit of a nightmare. This is just a side door, too. This isn't even like a real part of the thing. Alright, see, that time we got the teamwork. We got that coordination down. Mushroom Boy politely waited until after I had conducted my my shots. Ooh. I think I would rather have a symmetrical lance. Yeah. Again, just in case we end up deciding not to continue using this thing. I do kind of want to go up and left, though. We should see what's over here. I mean, what a surprise. It's more enemies. There's an elite. I'll fight that elite. Mushroom Boy got a little bit distracted, and it really helped. Oh, I didn't mean to trigger the elite yet. Hold on, let's run away. I was hoping that we could get him to teleport after us. We might not have. He might not feel that he is engaged. Like we might have to actually hit him once. Although honestly, there's no reason for us not to just take him here now. Now that there are no longer enemies everywhere. Nope. I do not think that we are interested in giving up our damage reduction against projectiles for anything less than another scroll. If we find a necklace that has 3 points of stats on it, that'll be a little more interesting. Gosh, we're real fast. This is what happens when you actually fight the enemies and, like, defeat them, instead of cowering and or dying, like I usually do. Yeah, for sure. I'm not really making use of my tonic enough to justify the Heart of Ice that we took. Should probably be a little bit more aggressive with it. It's like right now, I don't know what's going on. Just tonic. I mean, I'm pulling lots of time off the cooldown, right? Actually, it doesn't necessarily look like I am. I should be. Get him. Yeah. Okay. I think that's a good sign. This might be what we're looking for. This might be our rune. Oh good, an elite one of these assholes. Well, it turns out me and Mushroom Boy cannot be stopped. What a team. Oh, beautiful. What a beautiful thing. This permanent rune lets you cling to walls. Check it out. Not just cling to walls, but climb on walls and then leap off of walls. It lets you do stuff like this. The game feels so much better with this thing enabled. I have very strong feelings about it. Okay, I guess it's time. Where once there was a slumbering sanctuary, now there is merely a sanctuary. You know what? Actually, hold on. Do I want to just climb back out? Oh, I guess I can't climb back out the way this is shaped. We do have to go through from the beginning again. And all of those statues are now going to awaken as we pass, and some of them are not going to be big deals, like these guys. But there's an enemy type that only exists in the statues. Oh god. That we are now going to have to contend with, and yep, that one right there. The big one. Tonic. Ow. I'm really glad I tonicked. Hey. Free blueprint. Alright. So you didn't really even get to see the full majesty of the golem. But don't worry, you will. Alright, there was a door here. It is now open. This looks like a fake dead end, but I guess not. So now that we have the wall cling, we can also fall in a much more slow and controlled fashion, which I like a lot. Hey, check it out. We got a thing. Aha! So as to avoid traps such as that? Oh, absolutely not. Never in a million years. Cursed chests are particularly dangerous to take here once the place is open because of the way that the big golems work. They have an attack that teleports you to them and then allows them to attack with basically no warning. Okay, this has got to get dealt with. Alright. They won't use their teleport you to me attack unless you properly engage with them. So we are going to engage with that guy down on the bottom there, but I'm going to try to kill everything else in the area first. Some of these guys are real... Ow. Well, that's dumb. That's a dumb way to get hit. Oh, God. Thank you, wall climb. Like, the wall climb is, of the movement powers, the wall climb is the one that is... I guess we're not going to engage with that guy? Hold on, we can go back. We can go pretty much anywhere we want now that we can climb walls. So he does this charge punch. It doesn't usually stop like that. Usually if he charge punches at you and it doesn't connect, he just keeps flying past you. But I wonder if Mushroom Boy interrupted him there. He has that ground pound thing that shoots up all the rocks, which we've seen him do already and can sometimes be a real problem. Ow. Tried to roll. I should probably flask. We're getting a little low here. Alright. Just get a little airtime. I'll take that too. Probably shouldn't just... I was going to just keep running forward until we got to a place where we could easily take on the caster here, but continuing to run forward is just going to turn on more statues. Alright, good teamwork. This weapon is pretty fun. Whenever we engage with the golem... Oh, he's doing it. That little electricity thing is his teleport. Okay. Ooh. So actually, we've totally made it. There is at least one door that we didn't yet go through, but honestly, I think we'll just keep moving. I'm cool to go to the clock tower. I mean, I don't really want to go to the clock tower. I'd prefer to I'd prefer to do the sepulcher, but I don't think we are being given an option this time. Okay. Do we want to just... I think I want to just pour this all into restock. Having a greater selection of items at the store is going to be really helpful. Ooh, this tonic makes our arrows come back. I guess that's not really a huge benefit. We're not having ammo problems. But it could be significant against bosses. Alright, the clock tower. This is not a particularly great environment for horizontal ranged weapons. Oh, also, we can do this now. Hooray! I do not want that. You know what I do want is my Mushroom Boy. And I've been very good about not murdering him. Yeah, the spaces here are so vertical that bows really don't feel like the optimal... You know? Okay, good. He fired that while we were still below him. I was not quite sure. Is Mushroom Boy one of the best skills in the game? It kind of seems totally phenomenal. Alright, here. These guys are going to be marginally easier with all this freezing. Alright, it's a little awkward when Mushroom Boy pushes them in such a way that they end up on a different side of us than they started on. There we go. I'm mashing the tonic, but I could not be pressing the tonic button any harder because I knew we were going to take some damage there. But apparently, I don't know if there's a little bit of startup delay on it or what that was. Okay, we do not have the key. Let's get over here. Hopefully not have to deal with that guy shooting garbage at us anymore. He die, or yeah, he looks dead. I'm pretty sure that big blood splat on the wall was once him. Yeah, this thing causing bleeding and then doing bonus damage against bleeding enemies is pretty good. Also, I gotta stop getting hit. But I mean, we're moving through this pretty quickly. Okay, so we've already figured out where we need the key to get up. Now we just need to actually get the key. And you know, we're not that far, in theory, from, damn it. I'm just gonna... Man, I'm trying so hard to tonic here. I was gonna say with the, with multiple enemies and one of those split projectile guys in an enclosed space like that, very hard not to get hit. But something about attempting to tonic just like makes my character stand still and do absolutely nothing, it feels like. I'm not sure what is going on with that. Oof, that was not ideal. I let him get all the way up on top of us. I would love to... Yes, thank you. Very helpful. I was going to say, I would love to get to the Timekeeper without having to spend another flask charge, so that we have one left for that fight. It's not a super difficult fight, but it is a pretty difficult fight to take 0 damage on. No, I think we're good. Man, it's nice to take a moment every once in a while and just, like, enjoy the graphics and the sound. Not what I thought was going to happen there. Okay. As I was saying, just enjoy the graphics and the sound. Like, this is a really, really good-looking, really, really good-sounding game that also happens to play better than 99% of action games. And have some very effective and compelling roguelite stuff going on in it. You know, I don't know if you've noticed, there are a few roguelite games on the market, and I feel like very few of them handle their systems as well as this one does, in addition to the fact that this one looks better and sounds better than almost all of them. Okay, a legendary. I'm excited about that. We divided and conquered there. It's very effective. Alright, congratulations. You made yourself priority number 1. Right, I think the guy way up there is too far away to benefit from the orb. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I don't think so, but I think actually I'm going to put this in our backpack. Oh, I rolled off a ledge to avoid the charge right into some sideways spikes. You might wonder, how are those sideways spikes ever supposed to hurt anybody in that position? Well, there it is. That's how that's supposed to work. Very clever trap making. Where'd this one come from? Makes me nervous. It makes me nervous when they get away. You know what I could really use is a, shoots a volley of arrows at 0 damage per arrow. What a weird thing. What I could really use is a food shop. That would be a lovely thing to find. How inconvenient. Although it looks like the piercing shot does enough damage to stagger the bow guys, even if they're not frozen, which is nice. Now, it might not look like I'm doing anything that requires a tremendous amount of skill here, just alternating the attacks. But that's only because I'm not. This is quite an easy strategy to execute. It's given me a lot of time to focus on, well, obviously flapping my jaws, but also the things that our enemies are doing, which is nice because it means that I get hit slightly less. Okay, hey, that's a pretty good reward. Happy to have that. I don't like this at all. Oh, wow. I didn't realize that dropping an enemy onto another enemy did damage to both of them. I think that's the first time we've ever seen that happen. I love Explorer's Instinct. So I'm just alternating the attacks, sometimes even in situations where that's plainly the wrong thing to do. Alright, did you know swords? It's that sensation again, like I'm floating, as if everything was speeding up and slowing down at the same time. Do we... Yeah, okay, that's some... Wow, that's a really bad amulet relative to our existing amulet, huh? Okay. Still don't exactly know where the key is. Ooh, a new ice crossbow. So this one has the same base damage as ours with improvements on it. I'm gonna take the new one. And we might not end up getting as lucky with this one. We might not be able to re-roll it into causes bleeding and benefits from bleeding, which would obviously be a shame. But the damage on it's going to be pretty good once we get it all worked out. Come on. Okay, we're getting through them. No, I don't think that's an improvement. The loss of the projectile damage bonus is really significant. Aw, I did freeze him, I just still took the damage. Well, there are some cherries down here that I did not grab on our way up, and I think we're gonna resist the urge to flask for the moment. I'm gonna continue hoping to get lucky with food. Also, did you see that I just shot right through that guy and hit the door and didn't do any damage to the guy? Absolutely not. Honestly, it seems like vampirism is going to cause you to lose health a lot of the time. Because, like, forget about gaining health. Just doing enough damage to get all of the health that you converted into orange bar back is a hell of a task. Alright, I think it's okay for us to roll in there like this. After we take our first major hit, we'll tonic and then flask, and we'll be okay. I'm debating whether we want to just save these 80 cells and try to roll them into the forge. All right, I'm gonna be greedy. We're gonna get greedy. There we go. You know, sometimes you just have to let yourself out. Okay, let's re-roll that. Upon thawing, the enemy suffers from bleeding. We don't get the bonus damage, but it does just do a lot of damage right now. I'm gonna re-roll it. Looking for something a little bit better. Bonus crit damage. You know what? I'll take it. That's fine. That's good enough. So you might have noticed... Oh! Flask recharge before the clock room. Interesting. You might have noticed that each successive reroll on a weapon gets more and more expensive. This episode's going to end up being over twice the length of a normal episode. And you know what? You know why? Because you earned it. That's why. And also because Dead Cells is fun as hell. I did that poorly. Let's turn this on. Okay, so a lot of his attacks can be cancelled entirely, like he doesn't pick them back up if you freeze him during them. That's pretty handy, actually. Although he does have a... There does seem to be a limit to how often I can freeze him, which is a shame. Mushroom Boy. Yeah, we're not getting nearly the number of crits I would like, because Mushroom Boy is screwing everything up. Mushroom Boy also seems to be interrupting his attacks, which is a little bit of a mixed blessing. Because I can't really tell what's going to be happening at any time. Like, should I bother reacting to an attack? Okay. This is a decent time for a Decent time for a phase change, preventing him from getting the chain attack off on me. Oh, wow. 7 shurikens, huh? Not a number I was prepared for, apparently. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, don't just be in the center of him when he does that. Ugh. I'm gonna, for safety's sake, do this. I mean, honestly, this is going pretty well. Considering that we're on 2 boss cells, I'm pretty happy with the outcome here. Yeah, see, once again, great example of me not knowing when to do a thing. Alright, Mushroom Boy is screwing him up at least as much as he's screwing me up, though. And I'm missing opportunities to get crits because I'm never quite sure when I will even be able to get a crit. It's like, who knows when he's going to stay frozen, right? Okay, hey, we got through it. It was really messy. I spent 2 flask charges. I'm glad we got one before the fight. Alright, yeah, stuff, woo! Stuff, woo, yeah. Alright, we got a new blueprint, and a barnacle that we don't want, and an excellent alchemical pistol that we also do not want. Well, we're going to have a fair number of scrolls to roll into the forge here. Or, cells, rather. Hard not to be excited about that. Just trying to make sure there's not anything sneaky waiting for us in the walls. No, not you, sorry, you. Yeah, I think that's a pretty smart investment. Let's make sure I give you that blueprint. Running speed duration bonus multiplied by 3. That seems like not a very good, Okay, so you don't get one after, you just get one before on him. I mean, that's better, for sure. And this is the part where I die horribly. We have no flask charges. The castle is very difficult. It is very unlikely that we get to the Hand of the King, and if we do get to the Hand of the King, it's exceedingly unlikely that we survive. This is weirdly empty, though. Oh, right. My mushroom friend. Boy, being able to just freeze enemies over and over feels a little unfair. Ooh, the invisibility thing. That is exciting. There are fewer projectiles to dodge in this biome. And this does have more damage reduction on it. You know what? I'm going to take it. Then I'm going to run away so as not to get killed by this trap. Ow. I just didn't think he had the range. Ah. Damn you, Spearman. What a clever gambit. Okay, well, like I was saying, it's very unlikely that we will get through the castle. But hey, we got to the castle. I feel pretty okay about that. Oh boy, yeah, it's starting to be the case that the enemies have a lot of HP relative to the strength of our weapon. They've held onto this weapon for too many zones. Actually, no, this is a new one. What am I talking about? This is just enemies having a lot of health. Mushroom Boy, could you maybe just, like, break those a little bit later? Okay. Well, I guess I can't be too mad with you saving my life and everything. What is that big flash about? Oh, he dropped a... Interesting. He was a starred enemy. I didn't realize those guys could drop weapons. Well, I think I would rather have a fancy throwing knife than a fancy infantry bow. Yeah, against some enemies our weapons are still doing good damage. It's just those stupid sword guys have way too much health. Ah. Oh! Mushroom Boy, you and I are working at cross purposes here, buddy. Did he... Nope, he did not die. Okay. Well, I mean, we managed to get through a key without really taking any damage. Oh, must be careful not to let myself get pushed off the ledge by the recoil. That would be real bad. God, it takes so many cycles to kill this guy. Well, that's a lovely thing to find. Ow. Ow. I'm gonna blame Mushroom Boy on that one. Like, 20%. That was 20% his fault. Ooh, very fancy heavy crossbow. It's so dangerous, though. I like the weapon we're using. That is a very good crossbow, though. There's no two ways about that. Ah, shoot. I did not successfully avoid getting speared. Thank you, Tonic. Alright, we're doing okay. Oh. The bodies immersed in the latest solution are changing less quickly. I must extract the essence of this solution and apply it to the other volunteers. Boy, that dude really does not efficiently utilize his notebooks. Just say, we've seen a very large number of notebooks with a very small amount of total text between them. Okay. Is this where we switch off of the crossbow to broadsword plus throwing knives? I mean, we won't get any benefit from our Heart of Ice. You know what? I'm gonna dance with the one that brought us. Maybe that was a good idea, though. Maybe that was the moment. I guess we'll never know. Okay, so we know that there's another door up above that. I mean, the third door's got to be around here somewhere, right? Or just the other side of that one. Oh, look at what we can do now. Hooray! Oh, I hate this. It's just panic use of the tonic there. Okay. It's 250 gold. Hooray! I mean, I have to say, I'm feeling pretty good about how this whole thing is going. Oh, this is the Moonflower area, right. We'll figure out that whole secret at some point. Oh. I mean, it's a lot of damage. A Mushroom Boy is... Mushroom Boy's real good. We're gonna stick with Mushroom Boy. I like him a lot. Plus, he's like very fire and forget. Makes my life a lot simpler. You may have noticed there is a maximum cognitive load that I can bear at any time. Having to, like, remember to use skills definitely causes some problems from time to time. Ah. Mushroom Boy kicked him across the gap that I was trying to push him into. I feel like we've seen a lot of red-purple scrolls, right? I just don't feel safe being down here with him. Okay, he cannot be frozen while he's preparing his charge. Good to know. I'm going to ignore those guys for a moment. think the bleeding is also breaking the freeze. So that's a little unfortunate. Oh yeah, also being on fire. Being on fire makes it hard to be frozen, apparently. Who would have thought? Okay, hey, we found one. This is not the one that I thought we were going toward, but I'll take it. Oh my god, you are such a nightmare. Just die. This shouldn't be too bad, I don't think. Especially since the liquid we're standing in, you can see, is being affected by the constant freezes. Oh, I actually ran out of bolts. Shoot. Mushroom Boy, could you maybe kill one of these dudes for me? Okay, some of it's coming back. There we go. That's the first time we've had that happen. And all of the projectiles stuck in the enemy. God, I hate these guys. Oh, he's put himself in a little bit of a position he can't charge past the spikes. Oh, Mushroom Boy can help him out, though. And you know how Mushroom Boy loves to help. Okay, how are we actually supposed to get up there? You know what? If we didn't have wall run, it would actually have been kind of a pain. So a lot of the time, I don't actually need to be alternating, right? I could just do the alternate once at the beginning when it will actually work, and then I could just be focusing on... oh, I hate this. Screw that. Let's try going the other way. Yeah, okay. Found what we were looking for. So we did see a scroll. And in fact, Explorer's Instinct tells us where all of the scrolls are. So there's a shop that we've missed. This is the only scroll that's left that actually matters, and it's right next to the green door, and it's not that hard to get to. Alright, we're gonna maybe do something dumb. Oh, right, I'm invisible, dude. Just gonna let myself through here. I forgot about invisibility. Wow, really? I thought we were going to break him there. Right. These guys have 1,000,000 health and cannot be killed by anything. What a nightmare. What a nightmare of an enemy. Okay, there we go. Did I need to kill him? No, but at that point, you know, sunk costs and whatnot, had to try. Okay, if we can do this without taking too much damage, it is definitely nice to pick up the additional scroll. I'm starting to get a little nervous about that without taking too much damage thing, though. I mean, I suppose we could just stop fighting. Right, I could just ride that invisibility. Oof. Okay, that was scary. Boy, I cannot catch a break, though, huh? It's just like millions of enemies everywhere. Okay, I'll take it. Fortunately, we don't have to worry too much about his shield nonsense. Alright, easy. Ah! God, look at all the damage. And then we do already know approximately where the other end of this thing leads out, right? We have a pretty... Oh no, we have a completely full map. Because Explorer thing. see what you're trying to do over here. And I am not okay with it. What's going to be the best way out of here? Well, probably step one of the best way out of here is go invisible. There we go. Yeah, the invisibility thing is pretty cool. Alright, so I'm assuming we will get a flask charge for the final fight here. Let's take another level of green. You know what? I don't care about that. I don't even care about it enough to send my head over to get it so that we can disassemble it. Because, you know, what do we need the gold for? We're already not going to carry over all of the gold we have. Well, I have to say, I'm pretty pleased with the fact that we've made it here. No sense in holding on to anything now. Alright, do we want to do any reforging? Because, like, for real, we can't take it with us. I'm gonna re-roll this a little bit. Don't like that as much. Don't like that as much. I do like the critical hit bonus. I'll probably leave that there. And then I'm gonna re-roll you two. Victims burn when they die is okay. I like the bonus damage to a frozen target, actually. We'll keep that. And I think we're good with our mutations. And no, really, you don't get a recharge. Yo, this is going to be, like, very difficult to actually beat. I mean, not on this run, although obviously on this run. But just in general, the fact that the last flask charge you get is before the Timekeeper. That's a tough one. Alright, I get it. You're mad. Let's do it. Mushroom Boy, go! No, let me have... There we go. Mushroom Boy, go! So he seems to be immune to freeze, which is fun. Oh no, okay, he's not immune to freeze. He was just immune to freeze at first? Not sure what happened there. Boy, you can't jump over that, huh? He is very tall. So obviously I'm not playing quite as well as I would need to make this happen. Yeah, see, sometimes he puts on a little shield on his front that is the same shape as the shield that he does as he's about to charge. It's not the same color, but it's enough to make me panic, apparently. Okay, we get a couple of decent crits in there. We are absolutely going to die soon. I kind of forgot about that. But I keep thinking I'm out of range. It's like, remember, we do have a maximum range. The normal bolt from the crossbow does not go forever. Oh. Ow, man. Yeah, there's really not a lot of safe space to stand. Even when he's all the way at one edge of the platform, his attack reaches almost to the other edge of the platform. That's unfortunate. But hey, on the whole, I'm pretty happy with the way that run went. And we got our rune. Hard to be too upset about that, except, you know, in the sense that it made the video well over 2 hours long. But I guess that's just the kind of value you get here at youtube.com/SWPlaysGames. If you want more of that sweet, sweet value, and also maybe us winning a run, you're just going to have to come back tomorrow. And we'll see you then.